I'm back, and I'm better than ever. Got a knack for making things better. Yo, what's going on? My name is EJ Sparks from the Dragon Geeks channel, back on my BS. Y'all know what time it is. It is time for a brand new episode of SH Figuarts vs. Dragon Stars, and today we are looking at my man, arguably the best villain in Dragon Ball Super, Goku Black Super Saiyan Rose, or Super Saiyan Rose, whatever you want to call it. Y'all know how we do. We're going to take a look at articulation and scale. We're going to look at paint and detail, compare them with other figures, and we're going to see who wins this battle and who is worth the buy. Alright, seatbelts on, ladies and gentlemen. Let's jump right into it. Alright guys, just so we're not confused, we're looking at the re-release of the Goku Black figure. Here's what the box looks like. Excuse the glare ahead of time. Here is the box right here, because as you guys know, a few years ago, the first release of Goku Black for SH Figuarts was the base form head as well as the Super Saiyan Rose head. And that one, it was a little bit different from this, so we're going to take a look at that stuff kind of right now. Okay, so kind of just going to be going over both the figures together. So I will start with the SH Figuarts version right here, and we're going to just take a look at the head first. We're going to look at paint and detail. So I wish that I had the other, like the original release, so I could show you guys the differences between those. But I will tell you, one of the biggest differences that I noticed is the hair. It's kind of this like metallic color going on. Like the other one was like a solid pink paint coat going on, but this is like a lot more metallic. Personally, I like it better this way. Like, I feel like it bounces, like it's a lot more shiny in the light, as you could see. So the light just bounces off it a lot better. And, yeah, it just looks really cool. But let's go ahead and take a look at the face. This smirking face is awesome. It's like that smug, cocky punk face that you just want to punch in the face, you know. But it looks just like Goku Black in the anime. And when you look at the smirk, like, he's got that little, like, dent right there on, like, his cheeks, little dimple. So I like that going on there. The eyes look great, the eyebrows look great, and the earring looks spectacular. No complaints on there. When we take a look at the gi, once again, I wish I had the original release, because this is different as well. It's not like a solid black color gi. It has like the pink paint going through there. Like, it's a lot of pink shading. You could kind of see it in the gi inside here. You can see the shading all throughout, you know, the shirt up here as well as the pants. So this is like the equivalent of him powering up. Like, he has that energy aura of him in Super Saiyan Rose. So I actually like that detail going on. It makes it different and unique from the original release. Okay, and you can see that we got like the wrinkles in the shirt right here. That looks really good. The wrinkles in the clothes. Belt looks fantastic, and it's like a little bit lighter. It's not just a solid red, once again, because he's like powered up. So that looks really cool. And otherwise, it's like the same sculpt and everything as the original, so not much really to cover there. But everything does look good, and the boots are like, they're not like solid white. They look like they got some gray going on in there, which is natural because he is like darker. So paint and detail on this guy, there's not a whole lot to cover. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't even go over the Kai ring. Like, this is one of the coolest parts. Could you focus, Mr. Camera? Focus. Here we go. That looks really cool. Like, you have to look at it really close. If I put it too close, it's gonna get blurry. But they got the detail on the ring down pretty good as well, and it's on the right finger and stuff. So that looks fantastic. I have no complaints. There's lots of shading going on all throughout the gi. I love the pink shades. So, you know, paint and detail for this guy is pretty spot on. I'm just gonna go ahead and give that a perfect 10 out of 10. Somebody's gonna watch this and yell at me because they had a gripe about it. But trust me, there are some problems with this figure, which we'll cover later. It is problematic in other places, but I think paint and detail is done on point. Okay, let's take a look at Dragon Stars here. I've had this guy for a very long time. I really have, and I enjoyed him. He was up in my display forever because, personally, I missed out on the original release of the SH Figuarts version of Goku Black, and now that thing is like $200-something. So this guy was the one that had to do for me for a while. And let's take a look at what we got going on here. We got the solid pink going on in the hair. And I actually do like how that looks. It just makes it very different. And if you notice, even the hairstyle is different. And like, when we look at it, like, let's see. Oh, geez, I know it's a lot of light going on right there. Like, I like this one's hairstyle better because, like, you have, like, the bangs sort of sticking out to the side over here. And I just feel like it's a little bit more anime accurate depending on what scene you're watching versus this one right here. And I love the evil smirk on his face. Like, the face is not the greatest. You guys know how I feel about the Saiyan faces in Dragon Stars, but I do love this evil looking smirk. It looks fantastic. Eyes look great. The earring is done very well. And we look at the gi. Of course, there's not like a lot of shading going on. It is Dragon Stars, but it does make up in other details. Like, you have a lot more wrinkles in the gi, which does make sense because nobody has an iron in Dragon Ball Z. Nobody irons their clothes. I love the solid red color on the belt right here. Looks really good. We got the Kai ring right here. Looks good on the right finger, and they did well on that detail as well. The pants look fantastic. Got the solid black color going on right here, and we got some solid boots going on. It's not really, the boots aren't really pointy, they're more solid, but that's like a very small detail, so I don't mind. The Dragon Stars faces could always be better, so I give this one a 9 out of 10 for Dragon Stars. It is really good. Like I said, the face is a little bit wacky, like only if you're comparing it to SH Figuarts, but otherwise it looks really good. So now let's move on to articulation. This is when things get a little bit problematic for these guys. So I'll start back with SH Figuarts. So, starting off with the head right here, he's on a ball peg. I don't really feel like pulling his head off, but he is on a ball peg right there. And looks side to side, looks down about that much. Can't really look up at all because you have this gi back here and the hair is kind of preventing him from looking up, so looks like that. Then we go down to the shoulders right here, so we got the bicep swivel, gotta love it. It's like almost a double jointed elbow. It's more of a single joint because it only bends right there, but it looks like there could be a bend. We'll just call that a single joint, but for a single, it does have lots of articulation, like just what you need. And of course we got the ball peg right here on the wrist, so we got a nice little wrist swivel. As for the shoulders, these parts of the gi are articulated. They're able to move, which is expected from SH Figuarts. So we look at this butterfly joint. It's not the greatest. It doesn't come out super duper far. Like it does it enough. We have that ugly gap in there, but no big deal. Let's see if we can get him to cross his arms. And get a little bit of cross arms going on there. Nothing too crazy though. And he can raise his arms up, like so they go this way just fine, back and forth. Just going out to the side, they raise up about that much because the shoulder pads are kind of blocking. So not the best, but not terrible. We got this swivel going on right here. So it's like hardly an ab crunch, but it's a little bit because we got that swivel. And we got this swivel right here at the waist. Then we get down here. I'm going to lift this flap up right here. So he is on the 2.0 body, which is really, really swell. Which means like the front kicks are pretty decent. They go up that far. And boom, right here. But with this skirt, not the skirt, but the bottom of the shirt, the gi, it does kind of prevent it from going up somewhat. Like you could get it going there, but it's a little bit tricky. Side kicks are impossible. You cannot get him to side kick. Like, it goes up about that far. If you try to pull it up any further, it's going to break and you're going to be a very upset customer. So leg articulation is kind of booty a little bit, I'm not going to lie. Then we got the double jointed knee, so that looks good. And we got the up and down here at the toe, and we got the little ankle rocker going on. And if you listen up here, maybe it's just mine. Like I said, sometimes guys, it's just your figure, but listen up here. I don't know if you could hear it, but it sounds like there's like something loose in there, and I think it has to do with like the pieces in there. So that's unfortunate. And the legs are just a little bit stiff. Like you really gotta like play with it to like get them to move into a pose, and like you just gotta be careful because some of these figures are like very fragile and you don't want to like break them and whatnot. So for SH Figuarts, the articulation is just okay. Because of the issues with the legs, I'll give it like an 8 out of 10. Could be better, but could be worse, I guess. Going on to Dragon Stars. So you guys know these guys. Compared to SH Figuarts, their articulation is never that great. But this one could be good if it weren't for one thing. And we're starting up here. So the head moves side to side. Doesn't really look down. Or it doesn't really, like, you can't move it down. But the thing is, he's already kind of looking down. Like, when you stand him up, he's already kind of looking down. And when I try to make him look up, like, he's like hardly looking up. And the reason for that is because we have this giant hairpiece back here, and it doesn't really allow it to like move up. I think I had this problem with the Future Trunks figure as well from Dragon Stars. Like, it's just kind of stuck, so when you pose him, it looks like he's looking down, so you really got to like use the body to like lean him back to make it look like he's looking up. And that's very unfortunate. It really is. It deducts major points. But we get down here, no butterfly joint, but we do got the bicep swivel. We got double jointed elbow. Oh snap, Dragon Stars, you go. Double jointed. Got the swivel at the wrist right here. Got this little rocker right here at the waist. The leg articulation's never really good for Dragon Stars. Like for front kicks, it goes out like this much, but because of like the crotch piece, it goes out to the side instead of straight up. Side kicks are not really happening. The splits are about like this much right here. Single jointed knee, but it does get a nice bend. It is ugly, but it does get a nice bend right there. And we got a little swivel going on there at the ankle. So both of these guys kind of problematic when it comes to the articulation. But for what it is, I'll go ahead and give this one, like, because it is Dragon Stars and you get what you pay. Oh, excuse me, and you get what you pay for. I will go ahead and give him like a 7 out of 10. Let's go ahead and move on to accessories. I'm going to cover these real quick because they do not have a lot. Starting here on the SH Figuarts tip, we got 3 different faces, and they all look fantastic. We have like the gritted teeth face right here. This one looks very well. The details done very nicely on here. We have the serious stern face kind of frowning right there. Looks really good. Then we have the yelling face slash power up face slash Kamehameha face. All of them looking fantastic, no complaints. And I think they picked the right faces. There's not much else they could have done for adding faces for him. Then with the different hands, we have like the Ki Blast hands right there. Like if he's shooting a Kamehameha, he's got the instant transmission hands right there, and he's got the signature Goku fighting pose hands right there. And each of these hands do have rings on there, so those are fan-freaking-tastic. The only accessory I wish that he did come with would be the blade that he used with his hand, like the energy blade. You guys know what I'm talking about. So him not coming with that does kind of deduct points, but it's not a big deal. And for the price, this is like, you know, the right amount of accessories. We'll go and give it like an 8 out of 10 for accessories. As for Dragon Stars, I'm going to be quick on this section. You guys know that he comes with the other 2 hands, so I'm not even going to cover those. But he does come with the blade that I was talking about, and you could take his hand off and pop this on. I'll show you guys here in just a sec. So even though the design on the blade is not the greatest thing in the world, it's really cool that he comes with that. So Dragon Stars gets extra points for including that one. So with the 2 extra hands and the blade, it's Dragon Stars. What do you expect? I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8.5 out of 10. Let's go and scale these guys with some other figures. Alright, for SH Figuarts, we're going to start by scaling him with none other than his counterpart, Goku Super Saiyan Blue right here. And this is perfect, guys. This is perfect. They are the same height. That's perfect, as they should be. It's the same body, so that scaling works perfectly, like in how that looks. We're also going to scale him with Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, which works perfectly because he's a little bit taller than Vegeta, so that scale works beautifully, like how that's looking. Now we're going to go ahead and scale somebody with Dragon Stars, Goku Black Rose right here. So we got a Zamasu right here from Dragon Stars. Look at that, they scaled well together because they were about the same height, so that looks good. We also got Super Saiyan Trunks right here. I think this was Super Saiyan Rage Trunks if we're being technical. Looks real good right there. And we also got Super Saiyan Blue Vegito, or Vegito Blue. Oh, geez, why aren't you standing, my friend? He has seen better days. So, yeah. Scaling for both these guys are looking very good for the figures that we got. Who else can we scale them with real quick? I don't know. Let's go ahead and scale them with the Quicksilver right here from Marvel Legends. Here we go. He's a little bit taller, so maybe that's accurate, maybe it's not. Just wanted to see how that looked. And we also got a Ant-Man from Endgame. See how they're scaling right here, in case you want to do a cross-universe thing. Cool, looks good. Alright, guys. So that's how they scale with other figures. Let's go and come up with a final verdict for these guys. Alright guys, it is time for our final verdict. Both of these figures are actually really cool figures. They really are. We're going to talk about pricing first so you guys can know what you would be looking at. So, this Goku Black for Dragon Stars came out a couple years ago. And when he came out, he was like $25 or something. Right now, the cheapest I've seen him going for is about $28. And the most expensive I've seen him going for is about $35. So he pretty much is a $30 figure right now. Anywhere you go, you're going to spend anywhere between $28 and like, let's say $37 on this guy, which is not a bad price for what you get. However, the new release of the Super Saiyan Rose SH Figuarts Goku Black, he's going for about $45 right now, guys. He really is. The most expensive I've seen him is going for about $60, but the cheapest I've seen him going for is like about $41. So, pretty much we're looking at like $45, $46 versus about, you know, $30, $31-ish right here. So, it's not a huge price difference for once. Usually there's like a giant gap between Dragon Stars and SH Figuarts. So, here's what I will say. I'll say that SH Figuarts did win this battle in this one right here for multiple reasons. For one, the shading for the pink looks good, the metallic hair, and it's mostly just the faces that looks good. But this Dragon Stars has a lot of things that they did very well, especially with this accessory blade right here. So, what I will say is both of these figures are really good to have, and depending on how much money you're looking to spend, I would say go with either. But I will also say, if you are going to spend, you know, $35 on this figure right here, then go ahead and drop $10 or $15 more on the SH Figuarts version. It literally just makes more sense that way. It literally does. And for those who already have the original release of the Goku Black for SH Figuarts, honestly, there's no need to buy this one. Unless you really want the metallic looking hair, there's no need to buy this one. But this one is mainly for people like me who missed out on the original release, and that release is now going for like $200 versus this $45 figure right here. So, in other words, guys, totally worth the buy. I would definitely say get it. You really can't go wrong with either. But, you know, the figurehead in me is going to say if you're going to drop, you know, $30 on this figure, go ahead and drop $45 on this one, okay? So, guys, I always mention at the end, I am still a small growing channel, and you guys have been super dope and super awesome with your support. So if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to the page and be on the lookout for more comments, or for more content, excuse me. And go ahead and like, share, and comment on the video, and just stay tuned for more. I'll be back at y'all next time. Stay tuned. Bye-bye.